All right, here I am, Graz back with another video uh, from Action PC Baseball by DK Sports. We're going to give it a try, see if the Detroit bias is real. We have a team, or we have a Tigers team that I'm pretty sure won the World Series. They at least won the American League. I can't remember if the Reds won this or not. But in real life, the Tigers did beat the Indians and the Yankees to go to the World Series. And the Reds ran away with the National League. So what we're going to do today is we are going to play the regular season, the whole thing. We're starting from April 16th. So we will start by going to April 30th. We'll just get April out of the way really quick here. And I'm hoping for a good Tigers season because this is, this is an actual World Series Tigers team. I'd also like to point out that this video is brought to you by the returning Crayola crayons, retired colors, and Dandelion. We are sponsored by Dandelion. Okay. Back to 1940, April. Now we'll just look at the snapshot here, and then these standings down here before. You know what? Actually, we'll go back to the main page every time. All right, in the National League, Brooklyn is 7-2 and leads Pittsburgh by a half game. The Cardinals by 1.5. The Reds by 2. The Giants by 2.5. The Braves by 3.5. Or are they the Bees? This is 1940. They might be the Bees. The Cubs by 4.5 and the Phillies by 5.5. The Phillies are 1-7. Oh. In the American League, the Tigers are 9-2. There we go. And cats are scratching things. And leading the Yankees by 1.5, the A's by 2.5, the Indians by 3, the White Sox by 3.5, the Red Sox by 5, the Senators by 6, and the Browns by 6.5. Let's see here. Rudy York with 5 home runs and 18 RBIs in the first 11 games. Gehringer with 15 RBIs. Del Baker is manager of the year after April. that fits. Is this Rip Radcliffe? Rip Radcliffe for the last place St. Louis Browns is hitting 487. I mean, I know it's super early, but hey, whatever. Dizzy Trout, Bob Feller, and George Castor from the A's have 3 wins. Okay, let's go play May. It's gonna be May. All right, we'll go to the 11th first. And don't forget, they've brought these out again. These retired colors. We have Dandelion. Oh boy, these are hard to read. We have Magic something. He's a blue one. We have Viola blue. It's violet blue. We have Blizz, which is blizzard blue. We have Lemmy, lemon yellow. Angie, which is orange red. Mully, which is mulberry. And Bree, which is raw umber. Oh, Magic Mint. So these are all retired colors that have been missing for a long time. So that's kind of neat that they're bringing them back. All right, so through May 11th, I guess we'll just look. The Tigers are doing well. They have a 2-game lead over the A's. I love it. 3-game tie in the National League. All right. Oh, yeah, this is a Ted Williams season. I knew that, but look at this. 1.124 OPS, and he's in second place. All right, to the 18th we go. This is Ted Williams' second season, by the way. And this is the first Yankee season without Lou Gehrig, technically. I mean, yeah, he was there in 1939, kind of, at the beginning. But yeah, this is the first actual year for the Yankees without Lou Gehrig. So that'll be interesting to see how. I mean, they're holding their own right now, but I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'm like watching the games play. All right. Let's finish up May. No game scheduled for May 31st. Interesting. Ted Williams is starting to assert his dominance. Okay, so that's May. Let's go look and see. National League, the Giants are 21-10. And they are 2.5 games ahead of the Reds. 3 ahead of the Robins. It's the Dodgers, sorry. 3.5 ahead of the Pirates. 5.5 ahead of the Cardinals. 9 ahead of the Cubs. Sorry, I don't know. 10 games ahead of the Braves. We'll just say Braves. And 10.5 games ahead of the Phillies, who are 10-20 and are the worst team so far in the league through May. The Tigers are 23-12 and have a 2-game lead over the Yankees, 3.5 over the A's, 4.5 over the Indians, 6 over the White Sox, 8.5 over the Senators, 8.5 also over the Red Sox, and 11 over the 12-23 Browns. Poor Browns. Okay, how are we looking over here? Bob Feller has 7 wins and 58 strikeouts. So, yeah. Barney McCoskey for Detroit is leading the league in the world in hitting at 382. Ted Williams is right here, though. Big John Mize has 11 bombs to lead the home runs over 2 unlikely guys at 10. Kuhel for the White Sox and Joe Gordon for the Yankees. What in the world? Rudy York still leads in RBIs with 39. And Ted Williams is leading in OPS with a 1.15. Okay. We'll go through June, and then we'll just kind of look at some of the other stats. And then, we'll look at hitting streaks and whatnot. This is fun. I like this. And I like a good polished bot season from this company because it's really well done. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go back a few videos and watch my 87-88 NBA video, and I tell you all about what I'm talking about. I have a problem with the free homebrew up or downloads. I have a problem with those. Wow, look at that. We're going to have to look at that box score. The Cubs beat the Braves 17-2. Let's look here. No dingers for the Cubs. 22 hits, 17 runs. Wow. Billy Herman? Or is that Babe Herman? With 5 RBIs. Love it. What a game. All right. Anyway. All right, so that's fun. Let's go to the 15th of June. I wonder who's going to have the longest hitting streak. We had a 33-game hitting streak in a season in 1986 that I just finished. I didn't do the playoffs yet, but Don Mattingly had a 33-game hitting streak. So that's pretty impressive. And now that I know how to look for them, I should go back and look at 1880 and 1899. Because I finished those seasons as well. Okay. Just a quick look over here. Rudy York. Wow. 49 games, 53 RBIs. He is getting it done. Of course, he usually did. He's a big reason why the Tigers are so good. They have a all-star lineup pretty much. Maybe not at like shortstop in this season, but I mean, they've got Gehringer, Greenberg, Rudy York, Barney McCoskey. I mean, I think even Pete Fox is like on the bench. It's just a good Tigers team. See, they beat the Yankees here 5-3. Let's go take a peek. Barney McCoskey 3 for 4. Wow. Rudy York 3 for 4 with two ribbies and a dinger. Campbell, Bruce Campbell, with a home run. Forget about him sometimes. Yep. All right, to the 30th, and then we'll go take a peek at some stuff. If you enjoy these videos, please let me know. Ooh, the Yankees beat the Tigers that game, 9-2. Excuse me. The A's are surprisingly good in 1940. I wonder, were they really good in 1940? Let's go take a peek. Using Baseball Reference here. Just going to see if the A's were really all that good. No, they lost 100 games in the real season. Interesting. Okay, we're through June, and you see why I'm confused, because the A's are 31-31 at 500, and they lost 100 games. Anyway, the Giants are 39-20 and have a 1-game lead over the Reds, who actually have more wins than the Giants. So that's going to play out, I bet. 6 games over the Cardinals. We're not quite to Stan Musial yet. 6.5 over the Dodgers, 10 over the Pirates, 12 over the Cubs, 18 over the Braves, and 22.5 over the Phillies, who are just awful. In the American League, the Tigers are 41-22 and are leading the Yankees by 2.5, the Indians by 8, the A's, who are a miracle right now, at 9.5, the White Sox by 10.5, the Senators by 12.5, the Red Sox by 14.5, and then the Brownies 18.5. Let's take a look here. Barney McCoskey is still leading both leagues in hitting at 383, but Ted Williams is right there. Jimmy Fox is in the lead in home runs with 17. Okay. Got some more normal names here, not Kuhel and Gordon. Rudy York, 64 RBIs, just ahead of Ted Williams. Wow. The top 3 guys in stolen bases are all, in both leagues, are all from the Senators. That's hilarious. Ted Williams is slugging 746. Okay. ERA, we have Fat Freddy from Brooklyn at 2.36. Bob Feller has 12 wins. Grandma has 8 saves for the Yankees, and Bob Feller's leading in strikeouts with 111. Bill Terry is now manager of the MLB. Bob Feller is the Cy Young, and Ted Williams is the MVP so far. Let's go look at hitting streaks. That's what I'm curious about. Okay, Sam Chapman has the longest hitting streak for the Phillies with... No, I'm sorry, the Athletics with 19. He's probably a big reason why they're where they're at. And currently, we have Don Hefner with a 16 and Joe Cronin with a 15. Who's got the longest? Bruce Campbell for the Tigers at 13. Okay, what else is in here? Top performances? No, I don't like that. What if? What's that? Interesting. Okay, let's go to batting. Oh, wow, that's everybody. I see. This is what we've been looking for. This is the real stats, isn't it? Yep. And say there's no way somebody has 50 doubles already. Replay. Let's look at hits. Barney McCoskey leading with 95. Doubles, we have Cecil Travis and Lou Boudreau with 23 each. Gehringer, Trotsky, and Wally Moses each have 22. Triples, whoa, Barney McCoskey with 15. Ted Williams with 12? What? I don't know what to say about that. Home runs, Jimmy Fox has 17. Ted Williams is within range of the Triple Crown. He's 3 home runs behind. We'll get to the rest. He's leading in total bases. Bob Johnson is leading in runs. Another reason why the Athletics are doing so well. Ted's only 1 off the RBI mark. I'm kind of rooting against him here. I like Ted Williams and all, but, I mean, come on, Tigers. Whoa, Indian Bob has 58 walks. Goodness. Chet Ross with 52 strikeouts. Oof. Okay, stolen bases. We already saw that. George Case. Double plays it into Lou Boudreau and Benny McCoy with 12 each. This is just through June. Batting average. That's great. There we go. Batting average is McCoskey, but Ted Williams is right there on his tail. So Cecil Travis and Luke Appling, all over 360. Man. On base percentage, Ted 459, slugging 746. So Ted Williams is earning the MVP. I mean, and he's challenging for the Triple Crown, but the Red Sox are not doing well. So I don't know. Okay, let's play July. I don't really care about the All-Star game, but let's go Tigers. You know what would be great is if the Tigers would win the division and Ted Williams could win the Triple Crown. I mean, that would be kind of neat. He might, too. He's looking like he's going to do it. We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll see. He's got one of his own teammates to battle with in the power numbers. Old Double X. All right. To the 13th of July. This should be pretty quick, I think, because we got the All-Star break right here, right? Yep. Sorry, I'm quiet. I'm entranced by the baseball stats. I love baseball stats. I love stats more than anything. And it's just incredible watching them just kind of, grow like this. It's awesome. Ted Williams is hitting 397. What in the world? Could he hit 400 in a year that he didn't? Probably. But still, does he deserve the MVP if the Red Sox are in 7th place? If they can get hot and finish in the upper division there, then maybe. But it doesn't. If they're crappy like that, does he really deserve MVP votes being that low? I don't think so. Even if he does hit 380 and win the Triple Crown, I just don't see it, But we give the MVP to the stats. So the Tigers are the first team to win 60 games. And the Brownies were the first team to lose 60 games. That's nuts. Poor St. Louis. I know that they've got a couple of good years coming up, 44 and 45, but those are also good Tiger seasons. So all right, we are through July. Let's go see how things look. Okay, the Reds have finally taken their place. They're 59 and 32. And they're tied in losses with the Giants, but 3 wins ahead, so it gives them a 1.5 game lead. The Pirates are 11 games back. The Cubs are 11.5 games back. Brooklyn is 13. St. Louis is 14 back. The Braves are 23.5 back, and the pathetic Phillies are 33.5 games back. 24 and 64. They're going to lose 100. The Tigers are 61 and 34. They have an 8-game lead over the Yankees, 9 over the Indians, 11 over the White Sox, 15.5 over the Athletics, who are still overperforming, 18 over the Senators, 18.5 over the Red Sox. See, I mean, without Ted Williams, what would they be in last? And 28 over the Brownies. Ted is currently 2 shy of Rudy York for RBIs. Wow, almost 100 already. And he's not on the top 5 home runs, but this also includes, well, these are all, nope, it includes Johnny Mize, who plays for the Cardinals. So, but he is leading in batting at 379. How's Bob Feller doing? 264, 17 wins and 159 strikeouts. By the way, the month of July went by and Grandma did not get a save. He had 8 at the start of July and he has 8 at the start of August. I know saves weren't really a thing back then, but it's just kind of funny to see. All right, August it is. All right, we'll just go to the 10th here. I should just do the whole month, but it's more fun to have little gaps, I think, you know, looking at stuff. I think the thing that I was most blown away with is how many triples Ted Williams has. I mean, this thing on the side here keeps clipping up, and it says, let me see the next time it comes up. He has 18 triples. I mean, 18 triples? You know what we got to do, right? Well, he did have 14 triples that season. Is that the most he's ever had in a season? Because that's a lot of triples. Yes. Yep. Okay. So, yeah. All right. We're almost to this breaking point. The Brownies have 70 losses. Oh, they're so bad. So are the Phillies. And the A's are hanging on. Sorry, I keep on banging on it. My knee hits the table. The A's, I mean, they lost 100 games. They were 54 and 100, and they're going to crush that. Crush it. I mean, they've already got 52 wins, and it's midway through August. Big Indian Bob is a big reason for that, with his power numbers. And the fact that over here it says that the A's are averaging 5.5 runs a game. 3rd best. I mean, that's kind of a big deal. All right, the Tigers are the only team with 70 wins. Could they win 100? Maybe not. I don't know. They'd have to go 29 and 11. Yeah, they could. They could. I think 90-something is probably, you know, more likely. The Reds have a chance at 100 wins. And they actually won 100 in real life. So we'll see. Ted Williams' Triple Crown hopes are fading fast, which is fine. He's probably still going to win the MVP. Even though it probably should be somebody from, a pennant winner. Although Boston is pushing 500, so maybe if they get up here, he could, it could justify some votes for him. Just so long as some chump Yankee doesn't win it from him. I hate when that happens. When Ted Williams hits 400 or wins the Triple Crown and a Yankee gets it. I mean, I get it because the Yankees win the pennant, but it bothers me. Bothers me a lot. The Reds are the first team to 80 wins. Ooh, I like that. So we're through August 31st. And the Reds are 80 and 42. Wow. We have to look at them. If I can. Okay. Let's just look at this, because after July 31st, they were 59 and 32. So they went 21 and 10. They went 21 and 10 in August and opened up. They had a 1.5 game lead, if you remember, I think, over the Giants. And now it's a 10 game lead. 14 over the Cubs, 15 over the Dodgers, 17 over the Pirates, 18 over the Cardinals, 33 over the Braves, who are eliminated, and 45 over the Phillies, who are also eliminated. And over here in the American League, we have 75 and 50 for the Tigers. And they have a 3-game lead over the Yankees, 8.5 over the White Sox, 12 over the Indians, 13 over the Red Sox and the A's, 19 over the Senators, and 31.5 over the Brownies, who are eliminated. And now is this Duffy Lewis? Is that it? Buddy Lewis, huh? I thought it was Duffy. Maybe he played in the 1920s, teens. Well, Buddy Lewis is leading the major leagues in hitting now at 358, but Ted Williams is right there at 356. Joe DiMaggio. Johnny Mize has 41 home runs. He has a chance at 50. That would be something. Ted Williams is not in the picture anymore, so the Triple Crown is no longer in his, his hopes. Greenberg with 123 RBIs for the Tigers. Wow. Okay, over here, Bob Feller, 257, 21 wins, the only pitcher with 20 wins, and 200 strikeouts. Okie dokie. Let's play September. Let's see what happens here. Go to the 14th. Get 2 weeks out of the way. Kind of watching to see if we get any hundreds down there for the Reds, the Tigers, the Brownies, or the Phillies. I think the Phillies are going to lose 100. I mean, they're just so awful. And, of course, we are watching to see if Johnny Mize can make a run at 50 dingers. The Reds. Wow. They're running. They have 86 wins, 87 wins. The Phillies have 96 losses. Ooh. Somehow the A's are in the upper division of the American League. It's just insanity to me. 100-loss team in the real life stats. Okay, so there we go. With 2 weeks left, basically, the Reds have 89 wins. The Tigers have 87. Okay. The Brownies have 93 losses, and the Phillies have 98 losses. Johnny Mize has 43 home runs. What about pitching? How's Bob Feller looking? 22 wins. Ooh, the combination for the Reds, Bucky and Umpal, both have 20 victories. That's a big deal. So, okay. Let's just get to the 21st here. We should see the 100th loss for the Phillies soon. There it is. They're 38 and 100. Feel the gag. I think Mize is going to fall short, but it looks like Greenberg's gonna push 40. He's got 39. Go for it, Hank. Hank got his 40th home run. Man, if he was if he had a better batting average, they might give him MVP votes. I mean, he's on the pennant winner, so he should. All right, so with about 9 days to go, the Reds have 90 wins. They really got cold. The Tigers have 95 wins. So can they go 5-1 to finish the season? The Brownies have 99 losses. And the Phillies have 102. So let's go. September 30th. The stats are going to be a blast to look at here. The Tigers are denied 100 losses. That's okay. Pennant is better than 100 wins. Or, I mean, they're denied 100 wins. A pennant's better than that anyway. And that should be the season. Yep. Okay. Interesting. The Reds win their division, 97 and 56, only 3 games less than real life. 8.5 game lead over the Giants, 9.5 over the Dodgers, 16.5 over the Pirates, 17.5 over the Cubbies, 20.5 over the Cardinals, 38.5 over the Braves, and 53 games over the 44 and 109 Phillies. Eeps. The Tigers, 97 and 57, a half game behind the Reds, win their division by 8 games over the Yankees, 13 over the White Sox, 20 over the Indians and the Red Sox, who managed to finish at 500, 24 over the Senators. Boy, the A's really fell apart, didn't they? 30 over the A's and 45 over the 52 and 102 Brownies. Let's go look at the hitting streaks first. Wally Moses, the season ends with him on a 24-game hitting streak, which is only one short of the Major League high. That's too bad. Greenberg with a 20, though. I like that. Okay, let's go look at leaders. Batting. Okay, home runs. Johnny Mize with 47. Hank Greenberg with 45. Wow. Jimmy Fox with 39. Ted Williams finished with 28. Okay. Triples. Look at Ted Williams with 21 triples. Finney and McCoskey tied for the Major League lead with 23 triples. Arky Vaughan had 20. Arky Vaughan, isn't he like 40? Does it say his age on here somewhere? History. Doesn't show his age. Oh, it does. 28. All right. 28. Doubles. Rudy York with 54 doubles. I love it. 3 guys with 49 each. Hal Trosky, Billy Werber, and Cecil Travis. Hank Greenberg leads in runs scored with 134. Mel Ott and L.B. Fletcher. Art Fletcher. Whoops. L.B. Fletcher lead in walks with 105. Barney Ross, I think it was, the catcher for the Braves, 143 strikeouts. That's awesome. Hank Greenberg with 166 runs batted in. That's nuts. Rudy York, same team with 138. Man. Oh. Okay. Hits. Buddy Lewis with 221 for Washington, which gave him a 356 batting average, which was second to only his teammate, Cecil Travis. Greenberg, 381 for total bases. Case, 45 stolen bases. Ted Williams with a 442 on base percentage. And Greenberg with a 655 slugging. Love it. Love it. Let's see here. Johnny Mize had 20 intentional walks. Okay. Hit by pitches, Frank McCormick with 10. And then Mike Krivich of the White Sox with 22 grounded into double plays. Multi-hit games, Doc Kramer and Buddy Lewis was 65 each, but Barney McCoskey right there was 64. What did he finish with? He finished the season at 337. He was in the top 10 all year. Excuse me. Pitching. Bob Feller, 325 innings, 29 complete games, tied with Paul, one ahead of Bucky. He had 24 wins. The two Cincinnati guys had 22 each. Bobo Newsom had 20. Oh, Higbee and Mulcahy for the Phillies each lost 20 games. So did Pasado for the Braves. Harry Gumbert, the Gunboat, and Bob Feller with 5 shutouts each. Bob Feller, 82 strikeout lead over second place. Wow. Okay, pitching plus. What do we have here? Sullivan with 12 hit by pitches. Chase and Vaughn, 14 wild pitches. 2 no-hitters, Kirby Higbee and Fat Freddie Fitzsimmons. That's cool. All right. Let's see who the MVPs are. Bob Feller is the Cy Young of the American League. Paul just barely is the Cy Young over Bucky in the National League. And the MVPs, Hank Greenberg. I'll take it. Hank Greenberg wins the MVP for the American League and Johnny Mize for the National League. So that's fun. Johnny Mize wins the MVP for the National League on a team that finished 20 and a half games behind. Yeah, all right, whatever. That's 1940, the regular season. We will do the World Series. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Okay, get out of here. I had a cat on my, yeah. No playoff games. Okay. Well, we only need 2. So let's see who was home this year. Okay, the Reds were home first. Okay, so they're the number 1 seed. Detail. Pairings must be set. Okay. Well, the Reds and the Tigers. Set pairings. Okay, here we go. World Series. Let's do it. Best of 7. Detail. Yes. Okay, I wonder if I auto, will it just do all 7 games at once? I don't know. We're going to do it anyway. Who cares? We're learning. Oh, it only played game 1. The Reds beat the Tigers 3-1 in game 1. Okay. Let's just keep doing it. The Tigers win game 2, 4-1. Okay, so they're tied, 1 game each. Kind of wish it would like pop up with a thing. The Tigers, oh, I guess we could. Yep. Tigers win game 3, so they're up 2 games to 1. All right. Playing game 4, the Reds win 7-5. That's a slugfest. What'd they do? Okay. So that's game 4. So they're tied 2-2. Okay, game 5, the Reds win 9-1. Uh-oh. So game 6, here we go. The Tigers force game 7. And game 7, the Tigers win. Yay, Tigers! They are the champions of 1940. In real life, the Reds won in 7. So the Tigers flipped it. Good job, Tigers. Yes, yes. So the champions of 1940 are the Tigers. Can't really see who the MVP would be. Let's look at the playoff bracket. Detail. Really? I just have to go through and look at all the stats myself? That's not fun. Kind of wish that you could just like touch it or hit it and playoff leaders. There we go. Here we go. Playoff leaders. So we can see the MVP. Well, it can't be Umpal. Sorry. It could be Schoolboy Rowe with 2 wins. Or it could be Charlie Gehringer, who led in hits, doubles, batting average, on-base percentage. So I think Charlie Gehringer will be our World Series MVP. There we go. Congratulations to the Tigers and Charlie Gehringer. I hope you've had fun. I've been Graz, and we will see you tomorrow for something else.